We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
It is easily the most color-coordinated, well-dressed, immaculate-looking team that we have seen all time. It is also probably our intern's favorite team. They showed up, first team ever to show up a half hour early ahead of their scheduled time, and that's awesome to be prompt like that. But also, it's just nice to hang out with the intern. It's the Lincoln basketball team. Guys, let's go around the room, left to right. So we're going to test to see how well you listened on moving the microphone appropriately. Introduce yourselves. Can you give us name, grade, and position, please?
My name is Kylan King. I'm a junior, and I'm a point guard, combo guard, shooting guard.
Are you trying to get you reclassified as a sophomore? You're trying to do some 5-year shenanigans over here, Coach?
My name is Jamarion Sykes. I'm a junior, and I'm a point guard.
My name is Jameer Sykes. I'm a senior, and I'm a point guard.
Are you two related? Yes. Do you enjoy being related? Yes. Okay, good.
My name is Lenny Morris, and I'm a senior, and I'm a forward.
My name is Darion Manson. I'm a junior, and I'm a combo guard.
My name is Sebastian Flores. I'm a junior, and I'm a point guard.
My name is Emmanuel Barnett, and I'm a senior, and I'm a point guard.
My name is Coach Jeff Harper Harris. I'm a point guard, head coach, babysitter. Yeah, there we go.
Was it point guard? Was that your position?
When I got to college, they switched it. High school, I was a shooter.
Okay.
Shoot better than everybody in here.
I was gonna say, does he still have the shot?
Somewhere.
Whoa. We can pull up huddle on these guys.
Is there a coaches versus kids scrimmage situation that ever happens? And is there footage that we can pull up of you putting up some of these shots against these kids?
I beat them every day. I just don't film it. Save their reputation. You know, some of these guys got.
So you're doing them a favor. You're both.
Yeah, some of these guys got agents and critics. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want their uncles upset about them getting busted up by Coach Jeff.
The gram would not be forgiving and would not be nice to video of you putting up. What was it? Jimmy Butler had the practice where he single-handedly ruined all those guys from the Timberwolves. Yeah, this would be you.
Yeah,
putting up 40.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Fair enough. We'll let that go unspoken by the rest of the room just shaking their head, going, whatever, coach. All right, guys, thank you for being in here. 21-2 as of last night. Yes, sir, is probably the best possible sound clip to that, but I'm assuming that you guys are happy with it. I'd like to ask, though, if we had to put a grade to it, 0 to 100, in terms of your overall happiness, the team's level of prep for the playoffs, like, are you guys at 100% ready for the playoffs right now? Yes. Are you 99%? Is there still room to growth, or are you guys playing your best basketball right now? And this open question to anybody that wants to, please jump in. This is not a school situation. If you raise your hand, we're just going to make fun of you. Please just talk.
There's always room to grow, but I feel like if we win into the playoffs right now, we'll be fine.
Coach, anybody else?
We got work to do. I'm not happy at this point right now. I'm okay. Being 21-2, that's their goals. They have goals beginning of the year to win 20 games. They did that. To win league, we still got to do that. To win CIF, we still got to do that. And to compete for state, we still got to do that. So, yesterday's game is over. Now we get prepared for next week, La Jolla and the big showdown with El Camino on Saturday.
Is there any chance that I can convince you to drop one against La Jolla? Just let my Vikings have one, please. Just give us a charity win late in the season. No. Okay. Fair enough. Hey,
this year,
as a La Jolla alum, I had to ask. I always have to.
Your JV been beating up on our JV though. So. There we go.
Yeah, that's one.
That's that win.
There you go.
That's that one.
La Jolla Sports, man. We've beaten up on the JV level. We'll put that out as the social media clip for this episode. Okay, so decently happy though. The team feels like everything has come together nicely. You guys are playing the right ball. You got everybody healthy. So, what is you mentioned El Camino as the big one. What is left for you guys in terms of things that you want to achieve in the regular season? Is there anything left? Is it just that you're focused on this El Camino game and then it's let's get to the playoffs, or what do you still have on the checklist of like
league, undefeated in the league? I mean, anybody can be beaten on any night, so everybody's getting prepared to play us. La Jolla, I wouldn't, we're not sleeping on anybody in our league. Second time around, everybody gets better. Everybody's getting better in our league, so we don't look past nobody, and definitely not looking past La Jolla, because La Jolla can get you. They're starting to play some good basketball right now, so La Jolla is first on our agenda, and then El Camino will be that Saturday. So, and then we still got Christian and Morris is our senior night home game, last game of the season. So
we were talking with some of the guys that got here early. So open question, but I'll ask the people that maybe weren't here. Fans are turning out decently for you guys. It's been pretty good support. You don't feel like at 21-2 you have to come on here and pull teeth and say, hey, we still need people showing out, or could there be more support from the student base?
I mean, it's always good to have new fans there. But, I mean, last year we was not that very good, and we didn't really get that many fans, that much love. And now this year, everybody's showing out because we're 21-2.
So people are getting the message, though, that you're 21-2, and the stands are starting to get kind of packed. So that Friday game against Morris next week, that's going to be fun?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be.
Is there a potential for sold out? Like, can you guys reach that kind of capacity? Will you turn people away at Lincoln?
I mean, it's senior night, so that's one. It's also alumni night for our alumni of Lincoln, the new Lincoln and the old Lincoln. So it should be a good night. It's a neighborhood rivalry. It's a great game. It's going to be a great game. If it sells out, I don't know. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I don't wake up worrying about who shows up for our game. Those people who've been showing up for us since day one and supporting us since day one, since we lost to Montgomery last year, them the ones I send my shout-outs to. But the ones that if you win, the winners show up, everybody wins. Like Manny said, last year we was 14 and 15. We had some followers, but we didn't have the following that, our other programs will get.
Well, you don't do the shameless self-promoting that the football program does.
I mean,
that football program is incredibly active on social media in a way that you're always annoyed by it. Always. Constantly. I love them. They're great. But I have not ever the per capita DMs and anything that I receive from the Hive football and Jason Carter and people, it blows anything that you could ever submit my way out of the water. So that's fine. You guys,
we trying to get to that level. We trying to get at a status. We know what our football program on our campus do. They set the precedent of what excellence looks like and what competition looks like and championships. And we're just trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Let people know.
And
that.
I say that with all love. Like it's I love the football team is good in promoting itself.
I'll DM you tomorrow morning.
For you guys, I hear talks about state championships. I hear talks about undefeated in league. It seems like there's really high goals. Like you guys set the expectations high, but last season was not necessarily like successful. I don't mean that as an insult, but like you didn't win nearly the games and you didn't have like a championship level season. So is it that brought this team together? Was the pain and like the growing pains of last year? Did something happen this off season? What has been the thing that has made this team click in a way that you guys are having this level of success? I see some heads nodding, so there's obviously something here. This half of the room, you just want me to put subtitles over what I want you guys to say.
I feel like over the summer we grew a lot because we went through ups and downs through the whole summer playing competition, getting beat up a little bit. And then coming back this season, now that we played comp in the summer, now we've just gotten better.
Yeah, and I think
Yes, we got him.
It's good. It's good. You're fine.
And I think how we didn't play with like other AAU teams, we all stuck together, built up chemistry and a bond, like a little brotherhood. And yeah, we definitely improved. And we're ready for this.
So you guys as a group collectively said, hey, we got to spend this off season together as one unit, playing, working together, growing together. Was kind of the vibe is what you said?
Yeah, that was like the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
The intern definitely approves of anytime she likes that you're nearest to the door. She definitely wants you to throw the ball. Okay, so the offseason yields in a lot of growth. And then early in the year, did it just feel like right out the bat from that Francis Parker win that you're like, hey, this team is good, this team is great, like we were where we want to be? Or was there a point at the season where one of these wins, you have some big in-section wins, but you also, you beat Jordan, you beat Silverado. There was a couple of those games also. Was there something early in the season that you guys felt like, that really showed us what we're capable of?
I feel like we started the game off we started off the season real slow and sluggish, and I feel like after we lost to the championship in the Tark Classic, I feel like that's when it clicked. We don't want to lose no more.
So the Fountain Fort Carson game, again, one of the 2 losses this season was what you guys focus on. So you have the struggle from last year and you grow from it. You have the struggle of that loss and you grow from it. So, Coach, this has to kind of make you stoked that a group of kids that emotionally all seem to identify as sophomores despite being academically registered as juniors. But it's not necessarily like you're walking in here with every single one of these kids is a senior and they're, on their way out. So you would expect them to be battle hardened. This is a group that seems like they're maybe a little bit emotionally ahead of their age in terms of toughness and resiliency. You got to be stoked about that this season.
No, I'm happy. They sacrifice a lot that people don't see. They sacrifice this spring and summers. Like I said, we lost to Montgomery in the playoffs last year, and the next day we was back in the gym, and they committed to it. And it's not easy playing for them. It's not easy going through. We almost played 100+ games since we lost to Montgomery, and I think the loss to Montgomery woke us up that we could play. Last year, I think we could play with a lot of people. I think we wasn't as a solid unit as we was this year. We lost to Otay. So right now, they D2. They're ahead of us. That opened our eyes a little bit more, like when you start playing lackadaisical or not believing in each other, and I think that showed us what happens when we become selfish. Showed us what happens when we start, reading our own press clippings. But since the loss of Otay, and then since the loss in the Tark Classic, I think they woke up. They're a good group, and what people don't see is the work they put in outside the game. They was going to DC Athletics and Jason Van all summer for conditioning. They was running hills. They was in the weight room. They sacrificed a lot.
Show of hands, who worked with DC in the offseason? Okay.
It was a team effort.
So allow this to be, hey, Dorian Crawford, clip this. We like it. This is a huge endorsement. Can I ask this for show content? And this is not meant as any sort of insult. I'm just curious. I think it'll make a funny little bit if he ends up watching this. Do we like DC with the curly hair and him growing it out a little bit? Or do we prefer him with the shorter, keep it a little more high and tight?
It was too Mexican.
That ski ball is not.
Okay, so I'm getting a generally no. We prefer the older Dorian.
He played for him as a kid, so he played for the Cougars.
Okay,
he played basketball. He was a football player, but he played basketball. But yeah, so that new style is. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, DC, you're in the trust tree here. We're all friends. We're all friends, DC. We're here for you. Not an intervention, but it's just a friendly note and a reminder. No, but seriously though, for you guys though, kind of same question I asked in long-winded ways to Coach about you guys maybe being a little ahead of your time. Do you feel like you're maybe like this season? Yeah, we're gonna win a state championship, but it's only like gonna make us better for like you. It feels like you guys still have a lot of time and room to grow. So no matter how good you do this season, this group feels like. This is we're still even learning for next year level. If that was because it vibrated because of a phone call, you got to answer it. But yeah, do you guys feel like this is, hey, like maybe we're even just a little ahead of schedule and that like we're just really excited about even beyond this season, room to grow? One senior here? Three seniors here, and then the rest are the sophomore junior combos. But okay, so then for the seniors, guys, do you feel like Lincoln's in good hands for the next couple years?
Yeah, I think so. With Darion and Kylan and Seabass and my brother, I think they have a very good chance of winning CIF again next year. And I think, it's going to be in good hands for this next year.
What do you guys want to leave as a senior class in terms of your legacy, though? Obviously, saying a championship and that kind of stuff is great, but the open floor for more of like hard work. We do this, we do that. The one time that I did anything you want to say, it's a really open-ended question. But for the seniors in the room, what do you guys want the senior class's legacy to be here at Lincoln?
I feel like we just want to leave like a legacy of just hard work and just hustle culture. You know, don't ever give up on yourselves.
Hard work and hustle culture.
Yeah.
All right. Coach, for you, you guys got the next couple of games, like you said, La Jolla, El Camino, Christian, Morris. This is neutral for El Camino.
Yeah.
Is it where are you guys playing that one?
Mission Bay.
That's Battle of the Bay.
Battle
All
of the
right,
Bay.
Sweet. That is coming up. They've got 4 more games left this season, and then they are into the playoffs. Are you guys at the scoreboard watching, doing the math on where you're going to end up in the playoffs type permutations, or you're still just giving me the one game at a time cliche?
No, it's not a cliche. It's one game. I mean, 16 teams makes the playoffs in Division II. We've been a team that's in the middle of the pack who had to play a playing game last year. Our record was not over 500. We got in. So the playoffs, anything's possible. Anybody can be beat. Anybody can move up. In 2017, when we got to CIF with Malik Parson and Mikey and Alex, we was middle of the pack.
You guys were like an 8 seed that year, weren't
like
you?
a 6, 7, 6, yeah,
7 seed.
Yeah. So playoffs, your record may matter to get a seeding, but everybody's gunning for that one game. It's one game only.
Do you guys care home or away, or you kind of just bring it? You don't mind ruining someone's end of their high school career on the road?
They ended ours.
A little bit of bad blood there.
We just try to turn the favor.
Just trying to return the favor on the way out. Last question I have usually for teams is just kind of we're trying to build out a catalog of what is good as pregame and or practice music. Who's in charge of all that this year with you guys? I have never seen somebody move quicker towards a microphone before the question was even answered.
Babytron for pregame music. Babytron.
Okay.
Yeah. Babytron and some Yeet.
Would you are you capable of giving us a little Babytron? Can you sing, rap, and or deliver any do you have the musical talent to give us some renditions? Someone pull it up on his phone.
Profanity.
Little too much profanity. Fair enough. Saving the So, but he is team sort of emotional vibes leader. Yes, self-appointed. Nobody heard any of that, but deal. That'll be the just for us category of the end of the show. Look, 4 more games, and then like they said, they don't give a shit if you're going to see them on the road or at home because you're just going to have to come watch. I would assume if they make 25 or 26-2, they will probably have a home game. It would seem mathematically unlikely that a team that goes 25 or 26-2 wouldn't get a home game, but hey, who knows?
Roy Lincoln.
Yeah, something about being south of the 8 freeway and white people being in charge of CIF and yada yada yada. We get it.
We Lincoln.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know.
You never know. And on that note, we will say thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys next time.